Hi, I'm Zac Jackson with the Stockton Fish and Wildlife Office. I'm a fisheries biologist, and this is Region 8 Roundup.
In the Delta, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service Stockton Fish and Wildlife Office has teamed up with the anglers from the original Sturgeon Derby hosted by the Foundation Sportsman's Club in Bay Point, California for the past 3 years to collect data on sturgeon. California law requires that no white sturgeon less than 40 inches long or greater than 60 inches long be kept. This slot limit of 20 inches makes the Derby quite different from other fishing tournaments where winners are decided by the largest fish. So the original Sturgeon Derby spins a wheel to decide the target length of the winning fish. This year, the wheel landed on 58 inches, and the fish closest to that size would be the winner. As anglers bring in their catch to be measured, service staff is on hand to take blood samples, fin clips, stomach content, liver, and gonad samples. The internal samples taken are lethal to fish as whole pieces of vital organs are removed, and pairing up with anglers allows biologists access to a fish that is already dead, removing the need to take others for research purposes. The sample collection is voluntary, and most anglers are excited to be a vital part of the white sturgeon population research. Collected samples provide data on health and migration of the fish and can give researchers insight into water contaminants, population size, and available prey. Thanks again to the Foundation Sportsman's Club and Derby anglers for their help in collecting data on these river giants. In Merced County, San Luis National Wildlife Refuge was awarded a $37,000 grant from the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation for upkeep of the Tule Elk Enclosure, as well as relocation for some 30 elk to other parts of the state. The grant will fund mowing, removal of non-native plants, and planting native grasses on portions of the 760-acre Tule Elk Enclosure. The grant will also fund the capture and relocation of about 30 Tule elk from the refuge to other locations in the state to genetically benefit the other elk herds. Elk from this herd are periodically relocated to join other Tule elk herds or establish new ones throughout California. The San Luis National Wildlife Refuge has played a key role in the recovery of the Tule elk, a non-migratory elk subspecies found only in California. Due to overhunting and loss of natural habitat, they were driven nearly to extinction. Thanks to the efforts of the service and its partners, the statewide Tule elk population has recovered to more than 4,000 animals. In international news, changes in climate and land use are likely to have significant impacts on the natural resources and infrastructure of many countries. One Region 8 staff member, Justin Epting, is using his geospectral technology skills, which he uses here in Region 8 to map data from the Refuges program, to train other nations on up-to-date methods for monitoring the impacts of climate change on land use and land cover. In 2013, Justin was accepted to a short-term Land Cover for Climate assignment funded through the U.S. Agency for International Development, with the goal to increase capabilities for land cover mapping in Southeast Asia and also to increase data sharing for use by U.S. Geological Survey and other partner agencies. The first workshop was 6 days long, held in Phnom Penh, Cambodia in August of 2013. Following the success of the Cambodia workshop, Justin was asked to extend his services to other projects in the region. Just after Christmas, he completed a second training workshop, this time in Hanoi, Vietnam, with a total of 24 participants from over half a dozen government agencies learning to collect data on land cover and land use for climate change monitoring. So far, Justin has trained over 50 people in Southeast Asia through the program Land Cover for Climate. He hopes to share his geospectral skills and knowledge with more countries and agencies to help map climate change impacts on land cover at a global scale. At the regional office, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service joined with other federal agencies at a press conference Wednesday in Sacramento to announce details of the federal response to California's drought. Pacific Southwest Regional Director Ren Lohefner spoke about the service's concern for conservation for waterfowl at the region's wildlife refuges as well as for listed fish species in the Delta. He also announced the service's new monitoring program for Delta smelt. Staff from the Stockton Fish and Wildlife Office in Lodi will conduct the sampling program, which was developed in collaboration with the Bureau of Reclamation. Twice-weekly sampling on smelt in the lower San Joaquin River will provide state and federal water managers with near real-time information about the location of Delta smelt if they move closer to water diversions in the southern Delta. This level of sampling is estimated to provide at least 99% probability of detecting Delta smelt even if they are at a very low density in the San Joaquin River. That's it for this edition's highlights on Region 8 Roundup. Until next time, I'm Cindy Sandoval.